Islam's warfare, slave-taking, looting, raping and gross savagery destroyed 600 years of Christian Middle East with a small Jewish element. That's the truth of it, guys. It was always vicious and savage.
Converted to Islam in prison, mowed down multiple innocent tourists, civilians, and then stabbed the police officer to death. We've already had a 1 minute silence for the victims, but that's why we're here today, because this is nothing new to us. We know this is going to happen all the time. Well, it has, hasn't it? It has. Look at Berlin, look at Munich, look at Paris, look at Nice, look at Orlando, San Bernardino, the Canadian Parliament, Sydney. I could go on and on all day. Let me ask you right now, is the world suffering a wave of Jewish terrorism? No. Is the world suffering a wave of Hindu terrorism? No. Well, let me ask you, if you've got your head in the sand, what is the problem? The problem is Islamic terrorism.
But we knew this was coming because we've seen it. You look across Europe, people are being slaughtered. You look across the world, homosexuals are being killed in Florida. Just because the Quran says it's completely intolerant of anything other than Islamic values. Sharia law says throw the homosexuals off a building. What are they doing? They're throwing them off buildings. The Quran says cut the heads off the disbelievers. Do you think it's any coincidence that ISIS are cutting people's heads off? Look at poor Lee Rigby. Was there anything more heart-wrenching for a nation than to see one of our Queen's soldiers laying lifeless on the streets of our capital and still no reaction? No bloody reaction. I know a few of you turned out, but where was the outrage? This is one of our men. He was fighting for our land, and there was complete silence. The media wanted to black it out as soon as possible. They didn't want memorials. They didn't want people gathering in his name because they knew we would address the fact that this was Islam. What happened to Lee Rigby, what happened at 7/7, and what happened just a few days ago on that lovely bridge that I've always loved to cross over and look out and see our wonderful city, that was Islam.